All right, so let us look at this problem. So this is a conditional probability problem. It says one way to design a spam filter is to look at the words in an email. In particular, some words are more frequent in spam emails. Suppose that we have the following information. We know that 50% of the emails are spam. 1% of the spam emails contains the word refinance. Okay. 0.001% of non-spam emails contain the word refinance. Suppose that an email is checked and found out to contain the word refinance. What is the probability that the email is a spam? Okay, so to handle this type of question, conditional probability problem, I think the most important thing is to set up the event correctly. And based on that, we're going to use the Bayes theorem, and the law of the total probability to solve this type of questions. Okay, so let's get started. Assume we set that S is the event that an email is spam, okay? And we can let R be the event that what emails contains the word refinance, okay? So those are the two events. We set it up. So let's see what we can get. 50% of the emails are spam. And do you agree that the probability of S is 1 over 2, right? And then 1% of the spam emails contains the word refinance. What does that mean? That means that the probability of an email contains refinance, given that that email is spam, is 1%. So we can get the probability of R given S is equal to 1 over 100. Okay. What about the last information? So 0.001 of the non-spam emails contain the word refinance. In other words, the probability of an email contains the word refinance, given that it's a non-spam email, it's this one. So what we can write? So the probability of an email contains a refinance word, but given that, do you see that it's a non-spam email? So we call it the complement, right? Which is 0.001%. So that is, you're gonna have 1 and then 2 zeros, right? So that's what we have. What does the problem ask us? So we already know that an email contains the word refinance. What is the probability that email is spam? What does that mean? It asks us this, right? So given that an email contains the refinance, the word, refinance, what is the probability of that email? It's a spam. So this clearly, this is a conditional probability problem. And of course, we're going to use the Bayes rule, which give us is, so the probability of R, so on the top of here is PR given S times PS, right? So that's everything what we know about this. However, we know this one. We also know this one. But so far, we don't know about this. Well, for here, we're gonna use the Bayes rule. So to drive this, but for this, the denominator pieces, we're gonna use the law of the total probability, which the probability of R can be calculated as PR given S times PS plus PR given S complement times P S complement. Okay, so now with all this info, we should be good to go, because this one is 1 over 100, right? Probability of S, which is the probability of being a spam, which is 1 over 2 over 1 over 100 times 1 over 2. These two are identical. Plus this one, which is 1 over 100,000. And then time. What is the probability of S complement, which is given an email, is not a spam, which is another 1 over 2, right? It's 1 over 2. And then, so you can leave your answer like that, since we are in a quiz. Okay, but I mean, you can calculate it. I'm pretty sure that this number is getting close to 1. Okay, so yeah, so you can check that, because think about this. This number is so small, right? So basically, those two are almost identical. So this number is going to be very close to 1. So in other words, maybe like, I don't know, 0.999, something like that. Okay. So yeah, so that is this problem.